What if the biggest reason you are not winning in life is not lack of talent, not lack of money, but one silent enemy, laziness. It does not scream, it whispers, do it tomorrow, rest a little more, you still have time. And slowly, day by day, it steals your dreams. This is the story of a boy who almost lost everything because he was too lazy to start, and a strange lesson that changed his life forever. And before we begin, if you believe your life can change, subscribe to the channel, because the next story might be the one that wakes you up. His name was Daniel. If you saw him from the outside, would think he was a normal young man, but everyone who knew him used the same word to describe him. Lazy. Daniel loved sleeping late. He loved watching videos for hours. He loved saying, I will start tomorrow. Tomorrow was his favorite day, but tomorrow never came. His parents worried about him. His friends slowly moved ahead in life. Some started businesses. Some got good jobs. Some learned new skills. But Daniel stayed in the same place, like a boat tied to the dock, moving with the waves, but going nowhere. Deep inside, Daniel had a dream. He wanted to become a graphic designer. He loved art. He loved creating things on the computer. Sometimes he imagined his work on big screens, big brands, big projects. But every time he tried to start learning seriously, laziness pulled him back. Just one more video. Just one more nap. Just start next week. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. And slowly, his dreams started to feel impossible. Then one day, something small happened, but it changed everything. One afternoon, Daniel went to visit his grandfather. His grandfather lived in a small house outside the city. Behind the house was a quiet garden. In the middle of the garden stood an old apple tree. The tree was tall, strong, full of fruit. Daniel sat under the tree. His grandfather came and sat next to him. They stayed quiet for a while. Then the old man asked a simple question. Daniel, do you see this tree? Daniel nodded yes. His grandfather smiled. Do you know when I planted this tree? Daniel shook his head. 20 years ago, the old man said. Daniel looked surprised. 20 years? Yes, his grandfather said calmly. When I planted it, it was just a tiny seed. Daniel looked at the tree again. It was hard to imagine. Then the old man said something Daniel would never forget. You know the biggest mistake people make with dreams? Daniel stayed silent. They want fruit, but they never plant the seed. The words hit Daniel like a quiet thunder. His grandfather continued. A seed is small. Planting it takes only a minute. But growing the tree takes patience. Water every day, sun every day, care every day. Then the old man looked directly at Daniel. But lazy people never grow trees. They keep holding the seed in their hand, waiting for the perfect day to plant it. Daniel felt something heavy inside his chest because he knew he had been holding his seed for years, not planting it, not growing it, just waiting for motivation, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for the perfect moment, waiting for tomorrow. That night Daniel could not sleep. The image of the tree stayed in his mind. 20 years, one seed. One small action every single day. Then a painful thought appeared. What if my life stays like this forever? What if I never plant my seed? That moment became his awakening. Not loud, not dramatic, but powerful. The next morning Daniel did something different. He woke up early, very early. No motivation, no excitement, just a quiet decision. Plant the seed. He opened his computer, downloaded a design course, and started learning. Only 1 hour. That was the rule. Just 1 hour. The first days were hard. His mind wanted comfort. His phone called him, his bed called him, but he remembered the tree taught seeds need water every day. So Daniel studied 1 hour every morning. 1 hour became 2. 2 hours became practice. Practice became small projects. Months passed. Slowly, something changed. Daniel improved. His designs became better. People noticed. One small freelance job appeared. Then another. Then another. For the first time in his life, Daniel felt proud. Not because he was talented, but because he was consistent. 2 years later, Daniel was no longer the lazy boy people remembered. He was a professional designer. Working with real clients, earning his own money, living his dream. One evening he visited his grandfather again. They sat under the same apple tree. The old man smiled. So, how is your seed? Daniel smiled back. It's growing. His grandfather nodded. You see, success is not magic. It is just a seed, planted early, watered daily. Daniel looked up at the tree again, and suddenly he understood something deeper. The tree did not grow in one day, but every single day it grew a little. And life works the same way. You don't become successful overnight. You become successful through small actions repeated again and again and again and again. So if you feel lazy today, remember the seed. Because the biggest tragedy in life is not failure. The biggest tragedy is dying with a seed still in your hand. Dreams do not grow by motivation. They grow by daily action. Small steps, repeated every day. Plant a seed today. Water it tomorrow and keep going. One day, it becomes a tree. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to plant their seed today.